So I stumbled upon this article from gamedesign.org, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pretty old, but they've claimed to have found some sort of recipe for what makes great games. We all know game design is subjective, so you guys can shut up and not crucify me or whatever gamedesign.org said in the comments. I don't really care. I just thought this would be a fun thought experiment because I like music. According to them, the most important things are fun gameplay, challenge and reward balance, captivating worlds, memorable characters, and an interesting theme and visual style, solid level design, excellent sound and music, and great controls. I feel like I said that twice. I'm not sure if I did. This seems like an okay list. In fact, I don't think they put this in any particular order. So this video is kind of moot, and you can just stop watching now and save yourself some time. Okay, now we got all the sneaky idiot loser dumbasses out of here. We can continue with this video. Here's my hootenanny with this whole thing. They ranked sound and music as the 7th most important. Again, I want to state that I don't think they meant this in any particular order. I really doubt that, but I did get my gears a turning, my old wet brain, wrinkly, let's be real, my 2 brain celled wrinkly brain thinking. Obviously, this is mostly a music channel, so on to the actual point of this video. So imagine if in our favorite games, we had terrible soundtracks instead of iconic songs. For instance, instead of Song of Storms in the Ocarina of Time, we had penis music. That'd be actually kind of a banger theme because that guy is cranking on that was that a Jack in the Box? Like, he's just going at it. If we had penis music there, it'd kind of be more apt. Anyway, if you're exploring the land, this isn't scripted, so just sorry in advance. Just exploring the vast landscape of Ocarina of Time with weird, bizarre, inappropriate music, it just doesn't match the experience, and that will likely take you out of it. And this is something that I work on a lot. I was working on something with a friend, and something I worked on a lot was to match the theme of the music with the theme of the game as much as I could, at least within my skill set and keeping it my own. It is definitely up there with Controls, I'd say, and setting up the right atmosphere. I'd even argue it's equally important as Great Controls, atmosphere, all the other stuff, if not more important, because if the sound is terrible, the music is terrible, it doesn't matter how good the game is, you're never going to come back. You at least have to have something decent. Do you guys remember Jet Set Radio? Hideki Naganuma did a lot of music for that game. He did Sweet Soul Brother. You guys know that song? He's a Sweet Soul Brother. Imagine instead of Sweet Soul Brother, we got penis music. That's not the vibe you want when you're, rolling around doing sick tricks in Tokyo and stuff. Or if you're playing The Last of Us and Chibamaru's Birthday Cake song came on from Jet Set Radio. Actually, that song kind of fits anywhere. That song's a fucking banger. It's a rare bad take. Sorry. Anyway, this brings me to my main point of this video that I'm making here. I'm replaying The Witcher 3. Not that you would know by how long I've spent not talking about the game. Brevity is not my strong suit. Sorry. The music in The Witcher is super duper good. It is fantastic. I think, let me look this up real quick. I think it was, yeah, okay. I remember the guy's first name, and I remembered I couldn't pronounce. I looked this up before I started making the VO for this video. Marcin Przybyłowicz. Marcin, Polish last name. Mikołaj Stroiński, and Percival just killed the soundtrack, right? They killed the OST 100%. I listen to this OST a lot, like when I'm studying or, I don't know, just cleaning, doing anything really. I kind of put on this and a mixture of other stuff too, of course. But some of the music in this I tend to like more when I'm, walking my dogs or something. It feels more like I'm an NPC in my own life, which is kind of cool. And my dogs are the main character, which, I mean, let's be real, they are. But yeah, listening to the music, it gives me a sense of nostalgia for the game. It brings back some memories that I might have forgotten, some key points in the game that I get to relive again in my head while I'm doing anything else. I recommend that if you don't do this, you should probably do this. It's a really good way to remember more of a video game that you might not remember as much as you think you remember, if that makes sense. Anyway, the reason why I started this video, and I don't know why this article led me to this game. Think about this game, because they don't really correlate. The music's super good. It's not an issue of like the quality of music. It's just an issue of like the music never stops. It just plays everywhere. During exploration, you're going on a field trip, battles, during cutscenes, and it's the same music that you are in that previous area that generally just keeps playing during these cutscenes, during battles. The battles, I mean, we have that song early on in the game, but generally speaking, it's the same, like, you know, world theme that you're in, or city that you're in, town that you're in, that plays during these cutscenes, and sometimes it doesn't fit, it doesn't mesh well. So what I did was I played a part of the game with a cutscene with the soundtrack playing, with the music playing, and then I did another one, the same cutscene with the soundtrack off, and I found out that it's really amazing. Like when you take the music out of it in certain scenes, it adds a lot of depth and weight and emotionally charge the scene more, and you can hear the like incredible voice acting better. There's incredible sound design with the voice acting in this game. It's really good, and some of that gets drowned out by the music. And not to say that the music's bad. I'm not harping on how bad the music is, because it's not in any way, shape, or form. It's just never stops. So here's the scene with music, and we'll do it right after without. And sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't work. Anyway, I'll just shut up and you guys can listen.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
So you're the Three Crones?
Crones? Where'd you get such an ugly word, young man?
Village bitches have been gossiping again. There's no limit to how jealous and petty humans can be. Do we look like crones to you?
Go ahead, check. Touch me, white-haired one, where it pleases you most.
Is this a curse? You trapped in the tapestry?
Oh, he's curious.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
I'm looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Oh, he's impatient.
Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts?
Oh, hard times are upon us, white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever before.
A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren. It feeds on hatred and disdain. Destroy the beast, and we will be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
Okay, and this is really good for, I think, for cutscenes, not so much for exploration. I think they match the tone of the game perfectly. The music feels like this, you know, fantasy world. The music feels great. I may or may not give my own try in this music style at the end of the video. I might, you know, I try to remake music sometimes for other games just to see what I would have done different, or how you could totally change like the way a game feels by changing the music and such. Like with the God of War black metal video I did, that one was a lot of fun. It kind of fit, but then it wouldn't fit anything else unless you were fighting the Valkyries. I feel like everything else would, you know, definitely work better with an orchestral score. Anyway, this is a tangent. Let me get back to my point here. Fight scenes don't work as well. Of course, there really isn't a right or wrong answer here. Art is 100% subjective. And sometimes I guess these identities make the game. These little quirks, you know, kind of just play better with the game. And it doesn't take away from the game. I don't think it really takes away from The Witcher 3. I do think it could be elevated without certain music in cutscenes for sure. But that's just to me. It could have benefited more from giving the voice actors a better chance to shine in certain emotional moments. That's just my opinion. But I think the developers at CD Projekt Red addressed some of these issues of my issues, which is weird because I never emailed them or anything. They just kind of knew what I was thinking, which is great because I really think the music in that game was perfect. I think it matched the environment, you know, it matched the storytelling. They cut it out when it needed to cut out during certain cutscenes. Fucking fantastic, 10 out of 10. But anyway, we're not talking about Cyberpunk 2077. We're talking about The Witcher 3, which I'm kind of done talking about now. Again, to reiterate my point, music is crucial. I think it kind of gets overlooked a lot. It kind of reminds me of Grease, which I'm going to make a video about either next or the following video. I'm working on a Tunic video right now. I think Grease, I'll say it here right now, Grease kind of overrated. I think it's a really good game. I think the music's really good, but I don't think it matches. It's just my opinion. I know people love the music. It's great. It's beautiful. I'm not saying it's bad, but a little bit corny and too beautiful for something that's supposed to be like such a dark take. Not a dark take, but such a representation of what a lot of people interpret it as depression, which I think that's pretty, you know, nail on the head for that. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I know I said I didn't care about your opinion, but I'm curious to know what you guys think in the comments below. Is, you know, music equally as good as controls, level design, visual style, etc.? Actually, I don't really care. This is my video. This is my opinion. I doubt you're going to sway me, so just tell me what you guys had for dinner last night at the time of watching this video. Click the thingies, you know, the little whatevers that are on the screen if you want. See you guys soon for another video.